Hey guys, apologies, I've almost lost my voice and I've left this very, very late because we have kick-off in 1 hour, but the Europa League predictions game. Toka has posted a message an hour ago. I'm just doing this video to hopefully catch a bit more attention so people might see and might actually make predictions because there have been none made yet. Guys, remember this is just a warm-up game really for the Premier League predictions game, but it's still fun, so please get your predictions in. I'm going to have to be really, really short because of my voice. But let's start off tonight. Krasnodar in Turkey, in Istanbul against Fenerbahce. This is a really tough one. They're 1-0 up from the first leg. No away goals for Fenerbahce, so that's the positive side. They have Andreas Grankvist back, skipper in defence, so that's another positive. But the negatives are they're in Istanbul, which is one of the hardest places in European football to get a positive result. Sure, they only need a draw to definitely go through, and a 1-0 defeat they can still go through to extra time, or away goals. If they get one away goal very early, suddenly that's very, very interesting. Anyhow, guys, please get your predictions in for this one. I'm personally going for 2-1 Fenerbahce. I think Krasnodar will nick it on away goals. That's a bit optimistic, I admit, but if they just get one goal, I think that's enough for them. Okay, tomorrow we have Zenit at home to Anderlecht. My good friend Paul Curry is going to the game. Hopefully he will post the odd little observation or picture, so I'll retweet those as and when they come through. But Zenit, they've got some ground to make up now. This is a very interesting tie, this one for me, because there's a lot of risk, but they've got a lot of urgency as well. 2-0 down from the first leg, no away goals for them. But they are back in Russia. They're back in their home ground. I don't know what the weather's like in St. Petersburg. In fact, I should have asked Paul before coming on this. But it can be very cold, rainy. It can be biting. It's quite an open stadium, one of the most exposed stadia in Europe, as far as I can remember seeing. And in playing terms, well, Zenit, they have, of course, Branislav Ivanovic. He made his debut, wasn't, in my opinion, played in the right position. I think he should be at centre-back, but I'm not sure that's going to happen. I think it's going to keep being, pardon me, Domenico Crescito and Luis Neto. Neto is a dreadful player. He's such a liability, so error-prone. That's going to play into Anderlecht's hands if those two play again, and unfortunately I think they might do. Realistically, what should happen is it should be Crescito and Ivanovic in the middle, Anyukov on the right, and Yuri Zhirkov on the left. Anyhow, big news though. I've just heard from some of my colleagues at Russian Football News that Lucescu has said Danny will be playing in midfield. Now, I think that's a very good choice, very good call. Hernani was a bit shaky on his debut, tried a lot, quite energetic, but it didn't really come off. And Danny, the experienced head, just what we need. I actually, in my predictions, I think I wrote that Danny might come on and he could be a very good substitute, but as a starter, even better. Other than that, not much else to report, but it's very dangerous for Zenit. They should beat them. They should beat Anderlecht. It was a shock to lose, but they did play dreadfully last week. They should win this leg, but they concede an away goal. They need 4, and I think an away goal for Anderlecht and that's it. But if Zenit pile on the pressure early, get the early goal and the momentum's with them, no reason why not. I'm actually going to go for 2-0 to Zenit. I think it will go to extra time and then penalties. And I think Zenit will win on penalties. That's my call. Okay, and finally, Rostov. Possibly the least interesting second leg, if we're honest. 4-0, first leg. Sparta Prague, again, another tie with no away goals. It's virtually impossible to see Rostov mucking this up from here, especially given how good they are counter-attacking, soaking up pressure, not playing with possession, and getting results away from home. Sparta have literally got no choice but to go for it, which again is going to play into Rostov's hands because they'll be exposed at the back. Rostov masters at counter-attacking football. So, Michael, I'm going for 1-1. I think Rostov will get an away goal. They don't need it, and I don't think they're in much danger. Anyhow, that's what it is, guys. Please, 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 if you're seeing this, get your comments in quickly, because it is now 9 o'clock in Chimen, 7 o'clock local time in Krasnodar, 6 o'clock local time in Istanbul, 5 o'clock in the UK. So that is the kickoff time in 1 hour. So please get your predictions in really, really quick, okay? Guys, if you missed it, this second leg, don't worry. This was more of an experiment, a warm-up game, and we'll keep it going as long as Russian teams are in Europe. But most importantly, we've got the Russian Premier League Predictions League coming up very, very soon. So anyway, guys, good luck. Get your predictions in, and I will see you soon.